Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another episode here on Soccerholics TV. My name's Ben, your host, and this morning sees the 199th running of the North London Derby and the most anticipated fixture of the season thus far. I've returned to the Midtown Gasher Hub, the official supporters pub here in Toronto for Gunners fans to witness an intense atmosphere and capture a rivalry so big against their most hated opponent, Spurs. Coming up next, the sights and sounds on match day number 4, right here on Soccerholics TV. Come on, you Gunners! Well, it wasn't the exact result these Arsenal fans were hoping for compared to this time last season, but it's ended 2-2. I managed to grab a couple of Arsenal fans. Glenn, you may have known from our previous videos, and we'll welcome back him. And a new guy here, this is Jonathan, he's from the UK. Hi. Thought I'd bring a bit of perspective in. So guys, let's start off. We think about that game, 2-2 at the Emirates. A lot of chances. You know, a lot of people will be disappointed because we dropped points compared to the other teams this weekend, but also you've got to take into the fact that a lot of positives come from the players that we've seen on the pitch today, and some new ones in the making.
There's still a lot of work to be done for the Arsenal right now. It's still a little bit confusing, but they started off better in the second half. But let's go back to the first half. I thought the midfield was a little bit empty. I like the fact that he started Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. That I think everybody's been waiting for that. The back four still a little bit suspect. Leno had some bad luck and I'm not saying bad positioning. That first goal was just lucky timing. I love the goal by Lacazette at the second, at the end of the second half. What do you think, Jonathan?
Yes, no, I think I'm ready to go to bed. It's only the morning here, the time difference. I think I look at it as, well, 1 point gains, not 2 points dropped. I think you're home. We wanted to win, but 2-0 down. 2-2 final score. I think we played really well. I just think we were naive. I'm a little harsher maybe because I've kind of, I guess, having been through, I guess, a lot of years at home, sometimes at the Emirates and at Highbury. The way we defended for the first goal. I mean, Jack. Well, the penalty. I'll come to that in a minute. But the first goal. It wasn't so much the mistake by Leno, it was the build up to that. I just think we could have just defended better. And then there's no excuse for the penalty. No. But it's a derby and a rush of blood, it happens. The goal before half time was so important. Had we've gone 2-0 down at half time, I think it would have been a different story.
It's funny because I was watching the game and it didn't really feel like a North London derby in the first half because you're playing against Spurs and there was no kind of like, you know, passion of the people moving forward, but then it all changed second half. Ceballos came on. Let's talk about our new signings, Ceballos and Pepe. I mean, let's just hope they are stars in the making at Arsenal because I'm looking at them and I'm just like in awe of the quality that they have.
No, they are. I mean, Ceballos, the crowd loves him. I mean, already, and you saw what happened. I mean, that first shot, Luis should have saved it, but it was just he knew what he was doing. And Pepe, he just needs a goal. That's all he's missing. He just needs a goal. He's got everything else. I think I read last week that he was the first player since last season to beat Van Dijk in a race.
That's right. I saw that.
And again, you saw it today. Every time he was on the ball, Spurs couldn't handle him.
It's quite quality.
People forget, Omri took, I think, 14 games before a goal. Once he gets a goal, his confidence and he's off.
I would agree with that as well. I think Pepe, you're right. I think he does need a goal. He's been all over the pitch. He's come close. I hope he doesn't get frustrated. Let the other players and his teammates build him up, give him some confidence. Keep playing them. Start him all the time. He gets that first goal. I think he's going to go on a roll. I love Ceballos coming on there. I think Ceballos should be starting the next match. After the second half, I thought we came on. That was, like we said before, a big goal at the end of the second to get into the halftime. I thought we were galvanized. I was noticing Emery. I was noticing the fans at the Emirates. I don't think they ever gave up. And I think everybody was, I saw more grit in the second half, and I think that really paid off. Even though we got the draw, we probably should have got the win, but I think all in all the second half was really good.
Okay, cool. And then looking forward to the season, Europa League just got announced. We have our group, Standard Liège from Belgium, Victoria from Portugal, and Eintracht Frankfurt, who went toe-to-toe with Chelsea last season, and we eventually lost to them.
Yeah.
You confident that we're going to be focusing on that and think we'll go all the way this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should treat it as I think exactly how we treated it last year. I mean, I think we'll play the kids until maybe the under-23s and until we get through the group. We should have no issue. I mean, if we want to be playing Champions League football, you have to get out of that group.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually a really good group. We don't have to go to Azerbaijan. We don't have to go to Ukraine. It's playing on a Thursday, then coming back on a Sunday, travelling to France, Germany, and Portugal.
Belgium.
France, yeah, sorry, and Belgium. They're all pretty easy trips and actually quite nice trips.
Yeah.
I think ironically Spurs Champions League, they've got a couple of harder.
Yeah.
I think they've got to go to Red Star Belgrade.
That's
think
right.
it is.
Yeah.
So no, I think we should play it, but ultimately we should be aiming for top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, based on this, Chelsea keep dropping points, United keep dropping points. No reason why we shouldn't.
It's a whole brand new season for all the teams, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
No, I was just like, I think the top 4 is a good realistic goal. The Europa team playing like you should have 2 squads on your team for sure. You have to sub guys out, play all these other guys on the Thursday games. Hey, it'd be nice to win the trophy, win it all in Europa. However, the top 4 for now for the Arsenal definitely is the goal for
Start Mkhitaryan.
Yeah.
Start Mkhitaryan for the Europa League.
Yeah.
All right. And then just lastly, I know we don't normally talk about ex-players, but I just want to ask you guys your opinion about Alexis Sanchez. One of the best players at Arsenal, went to United, flopped, now he's gone on loan to Inter Milan. What do you think has happened to him as a player for him to go from such amazing talent and grace at Arsenal and now just not being to his best and still being paid a ridiculous amount of money? What do you think it is? Is it a mental thing?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be confidence. I mean, whenever he scored a goal for us, he would often then get a brace, and I think he just went to United. I think actually City would have been a better move for him.
Yeah. I
think the way that he went, I think Mourinho was still manager.
Yeah.
He doesn't play that type of football. There's been a few players that have left Arsenal and they haven't really gone on to what they wanted to achieve, which I think, you know, he was a god, he could do no wrong, and I think it was a mistake for him to go. And now, I mean, it hasn't just been the start of this season, it hasn't even been the last 10-12 games. I think it was all of last season. He just wasn't to be seen. So I wish him the best. I think some players, previous Van Persie's, Adebayors, maybe left slightly different circumstances. But no, he's not the player he was, and it's a shame.
All right.
I would agree with that. I just think that, yes, he had a good, at least one season with us, and everybody was, had his back, and he looked like he had the confidence and stuff. But I think when he got to United, I mean, the money's the money, but I think the pressure got to him. Big expectation playing on a pretty big club like United, a different standard, a different atmosphere and stuff like that. And when you have other players on United and probably coaches, and the formations and the type of play that Sanchez can play, I think he just I think it was the wrong situation for him. But now you never know. I hope for the best for him. Maybe he galvanizes his career again, gets a bit on track, and says, you know what, does well again.
He had a really good Copa America.
That's true.
He always seems to be playing. Yeah. He plays better for a country than he does for clubs.
Well, that's what I like about it. I mean, let's say South American players, they've got grit, determination, everything you kind of want, which we are lacking.
Yeah.
Now I think, hopefully, we've got a bit more with that, with Ceballos and Torreira and Pepe. He looks the business.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Jonathan, Glenn, on to the next game. Next week's obviously international break. We'll be taking a break, but we'll be back the week after. Want to say thanks to Midtown for hosting us and a great atmosphere. Big shout out to Arsenal Canada, Toronto.Arsenal. Great atmosphere from you guys today with your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Soccerholics TV.